Hey guys, as promised, I am starting to do some videos that will try, I'm going to try something a little bit new this year. I'm going to try to educate you guys a little bit more. And what I mean by educate isn't so much that, I shouldn't say educate, I should say let you all in so you can experience kind of a day in the life of a busy mom. I know that a lot of times I preach about this and do this and just get it done and this and that, but what if you really just don't know how to? What if you're just really struggling on how to get through your day? How you can do it all? How do you balance? How do you manage? How do you do all the tasks on your to-do list? So what I'm going to try and do now is take a little piece of my life, things that I think about that I just, just do day by day and really break that down. Stuff like, wow, doing groceries with 4 kids, getting up in the morning and trying to organize everybody off to school. What do I do during my day with that small window? Stuff like, what do you do when we go out into the mall and everyone has to go to the bathroom at the same time? Little life, I wouldn't say obstacles, but little life things that happen every day that, some moms just have trouble with. So I'm just gonna, again, I am not a YouTube specialist. I am certainly trying. So if you guys have any questions or comments or things that you want to see, or any suggestions on how I'm even videoing something, please let me know. So coming up next, you are going to see, of course, just getting ready for school on a normal day. All right? Let me know what you think about it.
I'm really sorry for what's going on. Let's try and wrap this up as soon as possible.
I find putting away the dishes right away really helps. It just makes you kind of start with a clean slate. So I usually empty what's in the sink and then I head over to the dishwasher and I empty that too. Alright, next I usually pour my coffee right away. Because Mama needs her coffee, right? Now I'm going to start breakfast. So one of them wants different cereal, one of them wants this, and we're going to start lunches at the same time.
And Rice Krispies for snack.
No.
Yeah, the Rice Krispies.
Oh, she's smart.
Okay. You want squirrel ham for lunch?
Okay, so most of the time they do ask for cereal, but I do get requests for crepes, pancakes, beans, eggs, omelets, scrambled eggs, and when they do ask for that, it is a bit crazy. But again, it's just a matter of, all right, so I know what you gotta do. Let's do it all at once. So while it's kind of cooking, then I prepare something else. So I'll go for making like the cereal at that time at the same time. So as you can see now, Dave's starting, basically he's starting the sandwiches, I'm doing the breakfast. I'm gonna move on to the snacks and the waters. We run out of milk really quickly in this house, so when I do go to the store, I buy 2 to 3 of the big bags. That way, and I keep one down in the fridge downstairs, which is another good tip if you have a big family and you have a secondary fridge in the garage or in the basement, it really, really helps. Oh. Ew.
I just found this at the bottom of the
Sometimes we forget to put it in the fridge.
It was a cucumber.
Hi.
Really, cucumber?
Yeah. Can't forget the Fortnite dance in the morning. Ethan's like, I can't eat my cereal unless I pour the milk right away. So I have to pour the milk immediately and he eats it. So I'm sure your kids have these kind of, I wouldn't call them quirks, but that's the way it is. And if the milk sits any longer than 10 seconds, he doesn't want to eat it. So now they're all eating and we're in the kitchen. Dave's spinning lettuce. He's making subs because I think that was the request of the day. And I'm going to be kind of working side by side, putting away the breakfast stuff. Again, cleaning up so I can start over. And I'm going to be helping him with the snacks and the water bottles. And then signing agendas, getting all that ready to go by the door.
Troy, just lettuce with the...
I normally set things up in piles. So here I have their 4 containers because for me, I like to include at least a veggie in each of their meals. So I have each of their veggies that they have to eat at their first snack, then they have their lunch, then they can have their treat snack. So, you know, a little bit more, I don't know, sometimes I'll put a pudding or whatever. You'll see. It all depends.
That's Troy. Okay.
Okay, so for me, Ethan, Evan, Troy, Jax. So Dave just made Troy's sandwich, so he puts it in front of Troy's. It just helps so I know, because I'm going to be packing the lunches. The season of clementines. Absolutely love that. The kids love clementine. So I usually just peel them for them and then stick them in their thing just because it's a little bit easier. It's easier for them at school. Some people find it easier to do their lunches in the evening, and we've tried that. I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. Again, whatever works for you guys. I found that doing stuff at night is great, but it only really helps with this, like the drier stuff, like the snacks. My kids kind of like things a little bit more fresher, and I find, there goes the tuna. I find that, I don't know, like making the sandwiches, if there's any kind of sauces, like, I don't know, mayonnaise or, I don't know, whatever. It's just like, especially like if you're making tuna, and it's a little bit on the kind of wet side because of the mixture with the mayonnaise, it just kind of sogs up the bread, and it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't have the same effect. So that's why we prefer to do everything in the morning. It's a little bit more chaotic, but, and all that, and it's rotten. Make another one. So if for whatever reason we're doing something, and you gotta make sure you keep an open mind and flexibility. So for example, look, like this morning I didn't have cucumber. They normally love cucumber in their sandwiches, and they love cucumber as a snack. I mean, could I go out to the store right now? Probably, but I probably won't. There's just not enough time, I find, in the morning. So usually at the same time of right now, I have a little list, and the kids help me. And I'll say, like, write cucumber down on the list so that I know what to get later on. So I'm literally multitasking, kind of like a grocery list at the same time. So I've already, I think I told you, like, brush my teeth. Normally I make my bed when I first wake up in the morning, but today Jax was actually still sleeping in it. So instead I came downstairs. And I figure I'll do that later. But I will not forget to do that as soon as I walk up the stairs. Again, I really find it sets the tone of the day. And it feels like, wow, making your bed is an accomplishment. Which sounds really weird, I guess, but it's not. Once you've made it right off the bat, then you normally won't feel like you're going to sit back and get lazy and fall back into it and go to bed. It's kind of like the way you trick your mind almost. Okay, so an example, here's a snack. I always have fruit in the fridge. No, like I said, it all depends on the day. Today there's little clementines and then sliced up pear. Sometimes, depending on the pear, if it's too ripe, I'll stick a squirt of lemon on it just to keep it nice and fresh and it doesn't get brown, because the kids, of course, ew, I don't like it brown. So I do that with apples too. So I just sprinkle some lemon on it to keep it nice and white. I was going to use a carrot, but I'm not. With the carrots, same thing. I'll shred it and then cut them up and then put them in like little carrot sticks. I don't like to typically buy the little ones that are pre-made, because I find a lot of the nutrients kind of get removed and shredded out, and then you're left with the, like, you know. So I use the real ones. If you don't have help at home, like I said, Dave right now he's doing the sandwiches. You'll have to just, again, it's all about time. So I would have had to wake up, let's say, I don't know, 15 minutes beforehand. So it's all a matter of making sure you have enough time. So well, he's actually making, what's it called again? I always say it wrong.
Hops bezate.
Hops bezate. So it's
called bread with oil.
It's basically called bread with with oil and tomatoes. So sometimes he uses tomato paste, or he takes the tomato and actually smears it on the bread. Then there's usually some tuna. We usually use the white tuna, or like a special, what is it, like a Rio, what is it, the other tuna? Oh, that one's just a regular one. So it's tuna and olive oil, and then little capers and anything else, and olive oil. So it's a Maltese tradition. I guess you can say tradition, if they serve that in Malta. So it's called hops bezeet. My kids absolutely love it, so that's what Ethan requested today. Now next, first snack, I'm on to the second snack.
Jackie, do you want the frog eyes in it like Ethan?
Oh no.
You want the frog eye?
No.
You have to, oops, all right. Blooper.
I call the capers frog eyes.
Blooper. Look. So sometimes, oh, good job, buddy. Sometimes I do struggle with the snacks. So a lot of times I'll ask the kids, like, what do you guys want? What do you feel like this week? You know, I do everything from rice pudding. Like there is different varieties. I find sometimes you go to the grocery store there and you're like almost an autopilot. You're going, okay, here, I need this, I need this. And it's always kind of the same snack. So I try to keep a little variety, and the kids help me out. And so I made a mess opening up the fridge. I mean, things like this happen all the time. I open up the fridge and something that we ate the other night, it was actually really good. It was Afghan food. Oh my God. Anyway, stuck that in as leftovers and it fell out of the fridge. So don't make a big deal. Yeah, it happens. It's gonna happen all the time. Just clean it up. Ooh. Oh, it's open. Ew. So I shook a yogurt and it was already open and it went everywhere. Second mess of the day. Doesn't take us long, does it? I'm gonna start packing up the lunches. So, this is me. Sorry, Dave got stuck cleaning up the fridge. Yeah. So sometimes the kids will help me with the waters. This is for their school day. Because I just looked at the time and we're sort of running out of time, I'm gonna send them now to like do their teeth, brush their teeth, get everything organized and basically to get out the door. Now I'm going to pack their school bags. Can you get ready?
I gotta give you evidence.
Sometimes I don't want her. I don't want her. No. Sometimes I mix things up. Sometimes I'll put one kid's lunch in the other kid's school bag. They figure it out at school and then they somehow find each other. Of course, the other two boys are fighting with lasers and they're acting a little bit silly. And this is kind of when I find things get a little bit hairy, is we're at the end now, it's like now they need to leave. And this is kind of when the beast comes out, not always, but we really need to get the kids going, and if they're fooling around, that's when they get in trouble. So, normally I'll put their stuff out as well. So lunches are officially done. We're kind of on time. We have about 3 minutes or so left. We could push it a little bit, but what I like to do is get them ready in advance so that they're obviously early. I've always been an early bird, and I think that's just the way I am. Dave's a little bit more slack. Not that he's late, just that I fret about it more. So, okay, these are made. Now we're gonna head on over. So, turn on the light, buddy. Turn on the light. So, as you can see, they all get ready at their own pace. Troy is a lot like me. He's ready to go. He's super happy. And then we have, and of course you built your Lego, you're here, so you're the slacker. He's like dad, Troy's like mom. So now, Troy's all ready to go. With the rest of the kids, I'm going to put out their stuff. Usually I just lay them on the floor again in piles, so that when they come on downstairs from brushing their teeth and fixing their hair, they can just literally get into that. Oh, he brushed his teeth, thank you. That's like the teeth brush check. Now, snow pants in the winter is always quite the challenge, but it's not too cold today, So and they always, now that they're getting older, they're complaining a little bit. They don't want to wear snow pants. They don't want to wear boots and stuff. So it's not too bad. Right now,
once there's no snow.
Eh?
There's snow.
Once there's snow, yes, they will wear their snow pants. But right now, they just kind of go to school without it. But again, if you guys have snow pants and getting things ready, just do it in advance. Very nice hair. A minute.
Oh, no. Video.
Okay.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, love you.
Bye. Love you, Mom.
Love you, honey. Bye.